Welcome back, everybody. Monday Motivation. This week is all about finding the magic in our week. You know, when you get really busy and you're wound up and you're caught up in your thoughts and the things you're concerned about in your life, you miss the magic. Yet there's a gift that God gives us in our week all the time where there's magic happening. And I've had too many weeks in my life, I don't know about you, where I've gotten so busy or so wound up that at the end of the week, I had a lot of achievements, but I missed all the magic. And life is about those magic moments, that moment where someone surprises you, or a beautiful sunset, or, you know, I woke up this morning and where I am here today in Florida, it was raining. It was this beautiful misty rain. And I had a call I had to do at the time, but I actually stopped with my 3 Pomeranians. I'm here today alone. I fed them breakfast and I was sitting on the floor, and I stopped and I just took in the magic of my 3 precious pommies and the mist over the ocean. It was magic. And I remember you say, well, that's great. You got an oceanfront house, easy to find magic there. But I've equally had those moments in other times. I remember one time, this is flashed in my head, but I was in college and I lived in this apartment with a guy named Chad. And I'd come out that morning and we had a big game that day. We were on the same baseball team in college together. And I had come out dressed in plain clothes, and Chad had his uniform on the couch at 6 a.m. We weren't even going to leave till 1 o'clock, but it was full game time. And he's throwing the ball in his glove, and he's like, man, we get to play our game we love today, brother. It was like 6 a.m. I'm like, what? He goes, we get to play the game we love. I go, what are you doing dressed? He goes, bro, this is magic. This is magic, bro. We get to do what we love to do. This isn't going to last forever. He goes, I go, yeah, but you're up early. He goes, hey, man, I don't know how long I get to wear this uniform. I just figured out I'm going to get dressed. He goes, when I was a little kid, I put my Little League uniform on hours before the game because I love being in the uniform. I go, dude, you're crazy. He goes, I'm not crazy. Someday I won't be able to wear this uniform, bro. Neither will you. And I go, you know what? Frick it. You're right, dude. I'm going to go put mine on. And I walk back into my room. Here we are, 2 20-year-old dudes, right? You're at that stage where you're a dude. And I got my uniform on. He's got his uniform on. And we go, let's go get breakfast. And I'll never forget this. We went to Denny's. And I got my uniform on. He's got his. It's like 6:45 in the morning, something like that. And we're fully dressed in our college baseball uniforms at this Denny's. And we walk in and we sit down. And it's like, we're like 2 little kids, like playing Little League, except we're grown-ups, right? And I remember the waitress comes over, the server comes over, and she's like, so when's your game? And he's like, well, we have to get there at 1 o'clock, but then we're going to take a bus ride to Fresno. I don't think we play till 5, but we got to get there at 1. And she's like, wow, you guys are dressed early. And he goes, you know what? I was telling Eddie, we may not have the magic of wearing this uniform much longer in our life. We want to take full advantage of it. And she goes, that's amazing. And somehow the whole restaurant ended up finding out, who are these 2 guys in the uniform? This is no joke. And so I'll never forget this. This seems like a small detail, but I even know what I ordered, and I haven't been in a Denny's in a while. I ordered Moons Over My Hammy. That's what it was called. Moons Over My Hammy. It was like eggs and ham. The reason I remember it was this was an emotional moment in my life. You can remember very specific details from magic moments, right? So as a magic moment, and I'm about to pour my ketchup on my hash browns. And then I hear, take me out to and the whole Denny's restaurant is singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game to Chad and I at about 7:30 in the morning now. We'd been there about 45 minutes. The whole Denny's restaurant sings these 2 kids in college, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And it ended up being this magic moment in my life that now here I am 53 years old on Monday morning with you talking about finding magic. And it's one of those magic moments of my life where when magic happens, everything stops. And you shrink down and are fully present, and you can remember minute, specific details like moons over my hammy and pouring ketchup on your hash brown with your Tigers uniform on. It was white with black letters with orange tracing on it. I was number 8. He was number 23. Magic moment of my life. This week, I promise you, God will provide for you many magic moments that maybe you've missed in previous weeks because you're just in the grind, you're just working. And I think those magic moments fuel you into your peak state where you would have more productivity, more increase, more abundance, and more bliss if you're open to seeing the magic of your life. In fact, there may be some magic around you right now. If you just look, maybe this video is magic. Maybe you're magic. Maybe this next meeting you're walking into, there's going to be some magic there if you'll look for it. So my recommendation to you this week, look for the magic. Max out, everybody. God bless you.